Congregation Bible Study for the week of November 24th to 30th, 2025. Lesson 38, Introduction to Section 7, and Lesson 39. Questions and Answers. First, let us consider Lesson 38. Question 1. Why was Samson so strong? Samson was strong because Jehovah gave him that strength. He was a Nazirite from birth, and part of that vow was that his hair should not be cut. As long as he respected that arrangement, Jehovah's Spirit made him powerful enough to do things no ordinary man could do. Question 2. What happened to Samson when he told Delilah why he was so strong? When Samson finally told Delilah the real reason for his strength, she used that information to betray him. She had someone cut off his hair while he slept. Because he broke his Nazirite vow, Jehovah's Spirit left him, and his strength was gone. The Philistines captured him, blinded him, and put him in prison. Question 3. What does this account teach us about Jehovah? This account shows that Jehovah is the real source of strength. Samson was only powerful because Jehovah's Spirit was with him. It also shows that Jehovah keeps his word. He had told Samson's parents that their son would begin to save Israel from the Philistines, and Jehovah made sure that this purpose was fulfilled, even though Samson made some unwise choices. We also see that Jehovah withdraws his support when someone ignores his laws, but he is still willing to help when a person turns back to him with sincerity, just as he helped Samson in his final moment. Question 4. What practical lessons can we learn from this account? One lesson is the danger of ignoring good counsel and getting close to people who do not love Jehovah. Samson kept trusting Delilah even when she showed clearly that she wanted to harm him. This reminds us to choose friends who help us stay loyal. Another lesson is that we should take our vows and promises to Jehovah seriously. Samson's strength was linked to his Nazirite vow, and once he carelessly gave away that secret, he lost Jehovah's support. We also learn that even when mistakes bring painful consequences, Jehovah still listens when a person prays from the heart. Samson's final prayer shows the value of turning back to Jehovah with humility. Question 5. How can you apply this material in your family, congregation, and field ministry? In the family, this account can encourage us to talk openly about choosing good friends and avoiding relationships that weaken our spirituality. Parents can also teach children how important it is to keep promises made to Jehovah. In the congregation, it reminds us to stay loyal even when others around us might not make wise decisions. It also helps us support one another to avoid spiritual dangers, just as Samson needed protection but didn't seek it. In the field ministry, this account helps us show people that real strength comes from Jehovah. It gives us a way to encourage those who feel overwhelmed by problems, reminding them that Jehovah can give them the strength they need when they rely on Him and stay close to Him. Introduction to Section 7. This section covers the life histories of King Saul and King David, spanning about 80 years. At first, Saul was humble and God-fearing, but he soon changed and refused to follow Jehovah's direction. Jehovah rejected him and, in time, instructed Samuel to anoint David as the next king of Israel. Jealous Saul tried many times to kill David, but David never took revenge. Saul's son Jonathan knew that David was Jehovah's choice, so he was loyal to David. David committed some serious sins, but he never rejected Jehovah's discipline. If you are a parent, help your child to see the importance of always supporting God's arrangements. Key lessons. Our loving obedience is the most important thing that we can give to Jehovah. Do not take revenge, but wait on Jehovah to correct injustices. If we commit a serious sin, we should not try to hide it. Question 1. What did the Israelites ask for? The Israelites asked for a human king. They wanted to be like the nations around them, even though Jehovah was already their king and had been guiding them through the judges He appointed. Question 2. Why did Jehovah reject Saul as king? Jehovah rejected Saul because Saul stopped listening and obeying. At first he was humble, but later he disobeyed clear instructions. He offered sacrifices he was not authorized to offer, and then he refused to carry out Jehovah's command to destroy the Amalekites completely. Saul chose his own way instead of Jehovah's way, so Jehovah removed his support and decided to appoint someone faithful in his place. Question 3. What does this account teach us about Jehovah? This account teaches that Jehovah is a loving and patient ruler. Even when the Israelites rejected him and asked for a human king, Jehovah did not force them to obey. Instead, he respected their choice but kindly warned them about the consequences. It also shows that Jehovah looks at the heart, not outward appearance. When Saul stopped obeying him, Jehovah was not impressed by Saul's height or beauty. He wanted a king who would truly listen. This helps us see that Jehovah values obedience and loyalty more than anything else. Question 4. What practical lessons can we learn from this account? Answer. A practical lesson is that we must listen to Jehovah even when it feels hard or when pressure comes from others. Saul started well but later began doing things his own way instead of Jehovah's way, and that led to trouble. Another lesson is to be patient and trust Jehovah's timing. Saul became impatient and offered the sacrifice himself, and that showed a lack of faith. We also learn that blessings can be lost if obedience is not maintained. So this encourages us to stay humble, obedient, and willing to learn. Question 5. How can you apply this material in your family, congregation, and field ministry? Answer. In the family, this account can remind us to obey Jehovah's direction even when we feel impatient or pressured. Parents can help children see how important it is to listen to Jehovah just as Samuel listened to him. In the congregation, this material helps us support the brothers taking the lead and avoid becoming like Saul, who acted independently instead of waiting for direction. We can pray for humility and a cooperative spirit. In the field ministry, this account can help us show people that Jehovah is a patient and loving God, not harsh or forceful. We can explain that Jehovah respects free will but also lovingly warns us for our good. This can touch people's hearts and help them trust Him more. Thank you. Do you know that I can help you to prepare your assignments well in advance? Join my YouTube membership today and enjoy early help with your assignments, extra tips and exclusive videos, early access to new videos, access to my email address. Click the link in my comments section to join. Please share this video with our brothers and sisters. Thank you.